Okay, so for these example problems, we're just going to be doing some really simple fraction operations, which is going to be multiplying a whole number with a fraction. So first, we want to identify our whole number. Okay, and then we're going to be multiplying it by our fraction. And to perform this operation, it's really simple. First, we're going to identify our two numbers. So we've got 12. And when we see a whole number, we can always put it over 1. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to multiply it by our fraction, which is 2/3. And so if we remember back from our notes the other day in class, when we multiply fractions, what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight across and multiply our two numbers together. So in this instance, we have 12 times 2. That's going to give us an answer of 24. And then 1 times 3. That's going to be over 3. Next, we're going to go ahead and simplify. So after we've multiplied, we're going to simplify. Now, if I look at 3 and 24, I can divide a 3 out of both of those. And if I were to do that, then I'm going to end up with an answer of 8. And so that lets me know that the driven gear is going to have 8 teeth on it. Okay, so let's look at another example using the exact same math. We've got a driven gear with 16 teeth, and the drive gear has 1 3/4 the number of teeth as the driven gear. So we're going to calculate the number of teeth on a drive gear. Okay, so this is going to be pretty much the same process. There's just going to be a little bit of extra step. So instead of, like, if we look at the process that we just completed in the last problem, here were our steps. First, we multiplied. Then we simplified. Okay? Now, in this one, there's going to be one extra step. We're going to take this mixed number and we're going to turn it into an improper fraction. That's going to allow us to just multiply straight across, make our math a lot easier. So first, we're going to convert. We're going to take 1 3/4. And we know that when we say 1 3/4, we really mean 4 over 4 plus 3 over 4. Because there's our 1 and here's our 3/4. And that gives us an answer of 7/4. So 1 3/4, 7/4. Okay, so now for our second step, now we're back on track with our first example. We're going to go ahead and multiplied, because that makes a lot of sense grammatically. Here, let's change this to converted. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, so now we are multiplying our 16 teeth by 7/4. And remember, when we do that, little test, hope you caught on there, our 16 is going to be assumed to be over 1. And we're just going to multiply, like we said, straight across. So first, we've got 16 times 7, and that is going to be 42 plus 70 is going to be 112. And then we've got over 4. Now, it's looking like 4 and 112 are both going to share 4 as a factor. So let's go ahead and divide out 4 over 4. And when we perform that operation, it looks as though we've got 28 over 1, which is just 28 teeth. So there we have it. In this example, the drive gear is going to have 28 teeth, while the driven gear only has 16.